7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing today? It's your boy Mike D, aka DDE80, aka 13 Wonder of the World, aka Mike Deezy. Happy Monday to y'all. Holidays still going on. Happy holidays to everybody. Christmas right around the corner. Actually, we ain't that far away from Christmas. I think we're like 9 days away from Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. Today is the 16th of December, 2024, man. 2024 is coming out, about to come out of this year and go to 2025. It's been kind of a rough year for me, I can say that. 2024 has been tough for me this year, and it's been faith testing, to actually say that. I appreciate the good Lord every day, man, for just looking out for me, watching over me and my friends and my family, people that are close to me in my circle. I thank the good Lord for that. I thank the good Lord for everybody that is, surviving the tests, the rules of life. Sometimes the rages of the wind of life gets tough. It's toll. So much rain in our life, man. Sometimes we just wish for that sunny day, and hopefully I pray that everybody gets their sunny days in 2025 where things be better for them, not only physically, most importantly spiritually, also mentally, and emotionally. We know that sometimes people can drive us, people can bear us, people can wear us down, but just keep praying, just keep asking God to help us, man, because He's the only one that can pull us through situations, man. And with that, I say thank you, Lord, for letting me live. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the strength to go through the things that I go through. Sometimes, man, it be caused by ourselves, but sometimes it just be a test from the good Lord. And I just ask Him to help me pass the test. That's all I want to do, is just pass the test, so I could get back to the right ways, to the right stages of my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a side note right there. So other than that, I'm great. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm great. I'm absolutely thankful and grateful to still be living after going through what I went through the last 3 months of my life with my foot surgery, knee surgery, everything like that. But I thank God that I'm able to walk, able to live, and able to make it through. And that's all that matters. Side note, shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to B.Ray. God bless my brother. God bless the whole Point Place family. Shout out to M-Breezy, my little homeboy as well. Naya, my niece, my sister. I love all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the point of view. Point of view. We'll be starting with a big bang. Starting in 2025. We'll be doing a lot of semi-casting between me and my producer B.Ray. We'll be doing a lot of that going on in 2025. We're gonna try to get this thing jumping for the 2.5, man. You know what I'm saying? You're never too old. Listen to me closely. You're never too old to accomplish your dream. Think about that. Always remember that. You're never too old. As long as God give you breath in your body, you're never too old to accomplish your dream. And with that being said, man, I know wrestling is coming on in about 10 minutes. So let me just go through a quick talk, quick stat. I would have been on here earlier, but I was asleep. And when I woke up, I figured that it was time for me to do. So I went on and washed my face and, got myself situated. But I know Raw's about to come on in a few minutes. a stacked Raw at that, coming on in a few minutes. But let me just preview some things and talk about a couple of things. Lakers came back last night with LeBron and beat Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. So, you know, the rivalry between Ja Morant and LeBron James is still heating up. The Lakers were able to come out there and play a great game. It's the rivalry is Jaren Jackson and Anthony Davis on one side, of course, Morant and LeBron on the other. Desmond Bain against D'Lo and Reeves and those boys. Lakers needed that win last night against Memphis as they try to stay alive in the playoff hunt and things like that. The Cup is going to be interesting. I want to see who's going to be the better team. Is it going to be the Thunder or is it going to be the Milwaukee Bucks? They play tomorrow in the finals. I don't know I don't know who's going to win this thing, but I do believe that the Bucks have a chance at winning this Cup. But I think if SGA and them win this Cup, there's a possibility they may not win the NBA championship or may not get to the final. We'll see if they can break those odds. If they do win, can win two titles in 1 year. So it's going to be interesting. That's going to be exciting. You're going to see Dame against SGA. You know, those boys, Jalen Green and Dort, and they're going to try their hand against Giannis and Bobby Portis and them. It's going to be a fun game. Very fun game to see between those boys there, and so on, ladies and gentlemen. Not only that, though, but I also want to talk about football, a couple of games. The Buffalo Bills dominated the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions Jets were cool yesterday. And they had a nice little winning streak, man. And the Buffalo did it. They the first ones. And this is the thing. This is why I say it's important for Josh Allen to get to that title, get to the finals, get to the Super Bowl, because they have cooled off two contenders that are possible Super Bowl playing teams. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs to beat their undefeated streak. And they also beat the Lions, who were hot. So those two teams that they've lost to, that have lost to the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is playing absolutely great this year. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are picking the speed up. They're doing what they got to do. The Philadelphia Eagles, man, Hurts and Barkley are doing what they need to do along with A.J. Brown. Those boys, those teams are playing absolutely great. Along with the Houston Texans are playing great. The Packers beat the Seahawks. Geno's hurt. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Patrick Mahomes, by the way, he's got an ankle injury. I don't know if he's going to play the next game. Could possibly. There were a lot of guys that got hit in the face yesterday in football. And let me say this, man. They have got to do something about it. There was like 5 concussions. Because I know Zach Ertz had one. And I know a couple of guys also had some. I think Myles Garrett, he had got hit in the face as well. Man, you guys, this is getting out of hand. They need to do something about protecting the game just a little bit better, man, because these guys are getting hurt and they're having concussions, and that is totally against the grain right now in football. They need to figure that out. They need to figure it out, man. Please figure it out. That's all I'm gonna say. Figure that out. Preview for Raw, and this is a small point of view. Probably gonna be off before 7 because I wanna do my recap tomorrow on Raw as well. Saturday night's main events. Let me say this, and I want people to understand this. At Saturday night's main events, it's just a high-priced house show. And I'm going to tell you why that's televised. And I'm going to tell you why a high-priced live event house show. that's televised. Let me tell you why. They try to juice up the attention of the audience because they're getting prepared for a big pay-per-view. You notice back in the day, Saturday night's main events would come on before WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Okay. Let me talk about something else here. When there are title changes, there are title changes for a reason. There was no title change Saturday. Everybody knew that all the champions that were in that thing, going to be on that card, were not going to lose. Gunther was not going to lose. Cody was not going to lose. Liv was not going to lose. Okay? Drew McIntyre was going to win because they're building Drew McIntyre up to go up against the Bloodline. They did the story with Cody getting power drove by Kevin Owens, setting up a match between them at the Royal Rumble, which is going to happen. Cody's going to win that match, of course. Then he's going to have to figure out what's his next move at WrestleMania. Will it be Rock? Will it be a rematch against Roman Reigns? I think it's probably going to be a rematch with Roman Reigns. I think they're going to do Cody versus Roman 3. I could be wrong. People would want to see it, but I don't think you go with that. I think Roman's probably going to go to another story in the situation right now, because I think you put Roman up against, you could have him against Drew at WrestleMania, but we've already saw that, but it would be good to see it again. It would keep the fans intrigued. I don't think Roman is going to get another long reign as champion. He could be a mid-card wrestler, but he's too big for that right now. So no, he wouldn't be a mid-card wrestler. And speaking of mid-card wrestlers, tonight on Raw, the Intercontinental title tournament for the women's starts back. Very interesting to see who could win that. I would love to see Dakota Kai win, but I would love to see Natalya win her first mid-card women's title in the business. She hasn't won a mid-card title, has not won a singles title since 2017, if I'm not mistaken, when she became the SmackDown Women's Champion. Congratulations to Chelsea Green for becoming the first WWE Women's United States Champion. I know why they did it. They did it because it was a sympathy situation, because everybody wanted to see Chelsea win something. So she got that notch. But let me tell you this, guys. I don't think she's going to have 4 or 5 runs as the champion. I think she'll probably have another run. I'm thinking that Charlotte Flair could be the second Women's United States Champion. And I'm going to say this because if you want to legitimize Charlotte character's run, give her a mid-card title. Let her do what her dad did. Ric Flair was the United States Champion in his late times in WCW. So, with that being said, let me say this. Congratulations to Chelsea. The stories are getting different in the business. People need to understand that we're winding up the year, but we're also getting ourselves settled for what's going to be an interesting 2025 in WWE. We know that we're now in WrestleMania season since the Royal Rumble's coming. We know that John Cena is on his way back to start his retirement tour. Do I think he has a world title push in there? I absolutely hope that he does. He will be the first person to break Ric Flair's record. I also will say this. Let me also say this. AEW, even though they are the second string company, they're doing what they need to do to keep themselves alive. AEW is doing what they need to do as well, folks. TNA, they're doing their thing. Ring of Honor, they're doing their thing. It's interesting to see what happens in the future. of wrestling. But let me say this here, folks. No doubt about it. Tomorrow, Point of View will be on. I will give you a recap of Monday Night Raw. I will give you a recap of the games that are coming on tonight in the NFL, because we've got some great ones. I think it's going to be the Vikings and the Raiders and the Bears and the Falcons. So we'll see what happens with all those teams. Talk about the NBA a little bit as we get forward. Get ready for Monday Night Raw, which is coming from Boston, Massachusetts. We might see a John Cena sighting. I don't know, because he is from Massachusetts. But we probably won't. But anyway, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. We know tonight is going to be the Judgment Day against the War Raiders. Finn Balor and JD defend their tag team titles against the War Raiders. Braun Breaker's also defending his IC title against Ludwig Kaiser. What's going to happen tonight on Raw? Do we suggest a title? I think the tag team titles come to the War Raiders tonight. I could be wrong. But maybe I might come back on after the Point of View and talk about it. After Raw, and talk about it with the Point of View. Until then, you guys enjoy.